Bafethu saphinde sahlangana kwi-SML Academy. Today we're just going to touch on 5 golden rules that you need to master as a beginner investor, especially since our channel is for people who are beginner investors. Like we told you before, our channel, we started it because we just got into the game of investing, and also I've been working for more than 10 years, and I've told you guys they've paid me more than $1 million. So that did not sit well with me, because I started asking myself questions like, how much money have I saved? How much money have I invested? What assets do I own? So I think now out there, if you've been working for so many years, those are questions you can actually ask yourself. And also just look at the colleagues, the people that you are working with, who are your seniors who've been in the game for a long time. They've been working for 30 years, for more than 20 years, maybe they are just 4 years away from the retirement. So you have to look at those people and ask yourself, is the life that they are living the life that now you desire at their age? Because most cases, or you are likely to be in the same position as them if you are not playing the game different from them. And most of them, if you ask them, they are non-investors. So the first point for today will be pay yourself first. I know this might sound tricky for a lot of people, because they'll be like, Mara, I have expenses, I have to pay for my car, I have to pay for my rent, I have to get my groceries. Mind you, those are very important things that you have to cover. So now guys, you need to have a budget. Get a small book or get a diary where you will write down your expenses for the month. So now after you've written down your expenses, you can actually see how much money is left after you've paid your expenses. There's entertainment, and obviously we have different ways of entertaining ourselves, or different ways that we find entertaining. But I like, wherever you go or whatever sort of entertainment that you are doing, it will require money. You understand? So now when we say pay yourself first, that is when you have to allocate a certain percentage from the money that is left after calculating your expenses. It could be 5%, could be 10%. Remember, you don't have to be aggressive on your investment, because you are a beginner. You don't want to do something that is going to put you under pressure, or that's going to make you feel like, you know what, this is too much. Just go with your pace, with your level, and grow from there. What is important is for you to start and for you to learn and also grow as an investor. That is what is important. Very important point on this one, which is pay yourself first. There's a survey that was done by some banks, and they said 3 to 5 days, most people, after they've got paid, 3 to 5 days, their salaries are finished. That means your bank account is clean. So now we cannot run away from this fact, but the only way we can survive, given long term, or be in a better position long term, it's for us to invest. Because a lot of people also get confused with our salaries and investment. Because with the salary, I always tell you guys, you are in a contract whereby they will tell you you're working for a week and you're earning so much salary. You are working for 2 weeks, we're giving you so much of salary. You're working for a month, we're giving you so much of salary. So these things, they come often. So if you get paid by the month, you're going to get paid 12 times in a month. But with investment, it's different, because you're actually putting money to your future self. So you can put yourself in a position where you can retire early, or you can put yourself in a position where you can have financial freedom, or you can put yourself in a position where you create generational wealth for the next generation, or for your kids. And then on our second point, we are saying, be patient. But in its Rome was not built overnight. And if you look at anything great, Buffett, doesn't matter what it is, it takes time to create something great, or to build something great. I'm just going to make an example with the Amazon. Amazon started selling books, only books. The first time I had to use the Amazon, I actually bought books, and that was like long time ago. But if you check Amazon now, they are selling almost everything. from your phone, from your lights, from your PCs, from your books, almost everything Amazon is selling. Ne? So now that is good. But now they have to be patient in order for them to get to where they are today. Obviously, there will be challenges along the way, but gotta be patient. Then you will get to your destination. Then, moving on to our third point, we are saying be consistent. Be consistent. That 50 bucks, that 100 bucks that you are putting in, 10 years later, 15, 20 years later, could be worth 100,000, and you will be sitting with a portfolio of 100,000. You understand? So you have to be consistent. Try to make this a habit. Every time you get paid, make sure there's a certain amount of money that you allocate to your percentage, that you allocate to your portfolio or your investment account. And I always try to make numbers that you guys are going to understand, like 50 bucks, 100 bucks, because a lot of people out there might think they need tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions to invest, while in actual fact, you can buy shares with a fraction, meaning if a share price of anything that you want to buy costs you 100 bucks, you don't have to pay that all 100 bucks to get that share. You can just allocate 20 bucks, keep on buying every month or every week when you get paid. By the end of the year, you will have so much of shares of that company that you want to invest in. So very important, be consistent, make this a habit, make this a habit. Just like how we've made it a habit to turn up, to go out and party when we get paid over the weekend or maybe month end, we should also make investment like that. Moving on to our fourth point, very important point. Do not panic sell. They will always tell you in the investment circles or when you see abantu who are investing, they will tell you, you buy low, you sell high. What does that mean? If you bought, if the stock price, let's say it's $3, and then you buy it, and then when maybe a few months down the line the market goes down, obviously the share price also goes down, maybe it's now $1 or R1. Then now you can't be selling at that position because now you bought at a high price. Now you are selling at a low price. That means you are losing. So you don't want to be on the losing side of the game. You always want to win. And winning comes with long-term game plan. Put in those 10 years, put in those 15, those 20 years. Actually, we should be investing until whoever is supposed to come back comes back. You understand? So do not panic sell. Do not hear people or listen to people saying, hey, this is happening. You need to get your facts straight with what is happening. And also very important on this point, we always tell you, back yourself with knowledge, information, and education. You will never go wrong if that is your foundation. Because you know the company, how they're doing, how they've been performing for the past 10 years, 15 years, or 5 years. You know the products that the company is offering. For an example, Apple. Apple is a good brand. People love it. The people. Okay, on point number 4, guys, we have do not panic sell. You'll always hear people in the circles of investing, but you buy low, you sell high. I'm just going to make a quick example for you. Let's say a share price is $5. Then a few months down the line, the share price is $2. Now when you decide to sell, but you bought at $5, so you're putting yourself in a position whereby you are losing. And we always tell you, this is a long-term game. Long-term, you will always win. You can never go wrong. But short-term, obviously, there is a possibility of you losing, depending on how the market is. Also, very important, back yourself with education and knowledge. If you are backed by knowledge and education and information, you are not going to panic by what people are doing, because when you've done your research on the company, how is the company, what products are they selling? Another good example will be Apple. We know how people who are fans of Apple, who buy iPhones, how they love and worship the products, because of how great it is. So you know if you are investing in that company, you are investing in a good company that is delivering, that people believe in it, that people will die to defend that product. So don't ever panic, sell. Always back yourself with knowledge and information, and make sure you do your own personal research. We always tell you in this channel, what we say is not alpha and omega. You have a responsibility as an adult of a sound mind to go out there, look for the information, ask questions that you don't understand. You have that right, and you have also that responsibility. Now, on our last point, we say have an emergency fund. Guys, I'll be honest with you, I did not understand this up until recently. As now I'm learning, acquiring information and trying to understand things better. That was when I was actually, I do really need an emergency fund, because this was my thing. I was like, why do I have to just keep money while money is a tool? It can actually work, it doesn't get tired. And they always say money must be used, to create more money. That's how basically investment is. You need to go and get out assets that appreciate or grow in value. So I'd rather have my money on assets rather than have my money on the emergency fund. Now here's the thing, I'm just gonna make a quick example for you guys. Your alcoholic uncle did not have a funeral cover. Now he passed away, and none of the family members did have him covered on their own funeral covers, including yourself. Now, under normal circumstances, all the family members who are working or having an income will have to pour in some money in order for us to bury our alcoholic uncle. So now, in that case, that is when they will give you a call, would say, hey, this is the situation, so this is what you're doing. So now, if you don't have an emergency fund, that is when you will put yourself in a position of what I've just told you, panic selling, because now you need money and you don't have any money lying around or in some mattress that you can just hold and use it just to assist your family members to bury your uncle. So now you end up doing what? Panic selling, maybe even selling at a loss. Let's say maybe the share price is even down 90%. Imagine selling a share that is 90% down. That is a huge, huge loss for them. You understand? So now that is when the emergency fund kicks in for emergencies, things that we cannot control and things that we did not plan for. So the emergency funds, guys, is very, very important, and we all need to have it as our investors. Otherwise, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you supporting. Continue liking our videos, subscribing to our channel, and also sharing our videos. Also, don't forget, guys, we always tell you at SNL Academy, and invest and spend. There's a reason why you have to spend that money after you have invested. So we start with investing and end it with spending. Done.